Hey everyone, welcome to Reality TV News Update, the place where we bring you the latest updates, fun moments, and behind the scenes stories you won't want to miss. Big Brother 27 is wrapping up one of the most chaotic seasons in recent memory. And what better way to analyze these house guests than by sorting them into Hogwarts houses? From the brave Gryffindors to the cunning Slytherins, this cast has given us everything from strategic masterminds to complete disasters, and their magical sorting reveals just how wild this season really was. The season brought together 16 house guests plus one mystery player, and after watching their gameplay, alliances, and backstabbing for months, it's time to see where the sorting hat would place each of them in the wizarding world. The Gryffindors. Courage and determination. Only 3 house guests earned their way into Gryffindor House, and their courage showed throughout the season. Adrian Roca belongs in Gryffindor as the Ron Weasley of Big Brother 27. He tried his hardest and meant well, but things didn't always go his way. Still, you couldn't help but root for him even when his game fell apart. Clifton Will Williams exemplifies Gryffindor traits as a retired military veteran who brought genuine bravery and chivalry to the house. He's basically become the professor of Muggle studies, sitting back and observing the other house guests with the wisdom of someone who's seen real battles. Morgan Pope rounds out Gryffindor as the Hermione Granger of the season. She does her homework on every house guest, wears wild curly hair, and is not afraid to cross boundaries in order to achieve her goals. Even when her allies dropped like flies around her, Morgan kept fighting with determination. The Hufflepuffs. Loyalty and patience and boredom. Hufflepuff House collected the loyal, but often forgettable players of the season. Lauren Doming perfectly embodies the whispery, indecisive energy of Hannah Abbott from the books. She was just there for most of the season, floating along until her loyalty to the wrong people finally caught up with her. Isaiah Zay, Frederick fits Hufflepuff like Newt Scamander, except instead of loving magical creatures, he loved wearing incredibly short shorts. His gentle nature kept him out of major conflicts, but also out of strategic relevance. Zach Cornell channels Cedric Diggory energy. Devastatingly handsome, beloved by the ladies, but ultimately eliminated when he became too much of a threat. His good looks couldn't save his game. Ava Pearl barely squeaks into Hufflepuff, though she leans heavily towards Slytherin. Like Nymphadora Tonks, she's constantly shifting her facial expressions to over-the-top extremes. She'd definitely have an internship at the Quibbler and be best friends with Luna Lovegood. But her comfort with using derogatory slurs behind people's backs shows her darker side. The Ravenclaws. Intelligence and creativity. Ravenclaw House attracted the smart players, though some used their intelligence better than others. Ashley Hollis embodies Luna Lovegood perfectly. She seems ditzy and all over the place, but there's real intelligence underneath. Like Luna, she saw things others missed and somehow survived until the end through her unique perspective. Jimmy Hegarty begged the sorting hat not to put him in Slytherin, so Ravenclaw it is. He is entertaining, but ultimately ineffective because his theatrical personality channels both Professor Trelawney's dramatic flair and Professor Flitwick's charm. Keanu Soto represents the Gilderoy Lockhart of Big Brother 27, absolutely gorgeous, but completely incompetent when it came to applying his intelligence. He had knowledge but couldn't use it effectively, persistently making the same mistakes while looking amazing doing it. Vince Panaro earns his Ravenclaw spot through strategic gameplay, even if it involved crying his way to the end. His beanie reminds everyone of Professor Quirrell's turban, except instead of Voldemort on the back of his head, it's Morgan whispering in his ear and controlling his every move. He could also be compared to Moaning Myrtle, constantly sniffling, pitiful, and irritating. The Slytherins. Cunning and ambition. Slytherin House collected the most ruthless and chaotic players of the season. Kelly Jorgensen perfectly embodies Bellatrix Lestrange as the agent of chaos. She started evil schemes, then tried to slither her way out of the consequences, plotting torment while surrounded by her bug friends, both dead and alive. Riley Jeffries and Catherine Woodman function as this season's Crabbe and Goyle. They were always a unit, plotting against anyone who opposed them and planning to ride their alliance to the end. But they weren't clever enough to make it happen. Rachel Riley belongs in Slytherin as this season's Draco Malfoy. The Sorting Hat might have considered Gryffindor, but Rachel would choose Slytherin and embrace it completely. She plays hard, isn't afraid to cut people. But underneath the strategy, there's a good heart. She came in as the houseguest everyone knew and feared, charismatic and powerful, but ultimately destined for an early downfall. Mickey Lee serves as the Severus Snape of the bunch. She came off absolutely evil half the time, working both sides like a double agent. But in the end, she was sacrificed when her game got exposed. The ones who didn't make it. Amy Bingham never really made it to Hogwarts. She's the student who got stuck outside Platform 9 and never actually arrived. Her brief appearance as an instigator twist felt more like she was floating around crying before disappearing entirely. The faculty. To complete the Harry Potter casting, Julie Chen Moonves serves as Dumbledore, the wise, all-knowing host who guides the houseguests through their journey. Meanwhile, Alison Grodner takes the role of Voldemort, the unseen producer whose twisted schemes and controversial decisions have terrorized fans all season long. What it shows about BB-27 sorting the Big Brother 27 houseguests into Hogwarts houses reveals just how chaotic and entertaining this season really was. The fact that Slytherin house is packed with memorable villains while Hufflepuff collected the forgettable floaters shows this cast knew how to bring drama. The eliminated players include Adrian, Amy Bingham, Isaiah, Jimmy, Zach, Riley, Catherine, Mickey, Will, Rachel, Kelly, Lauren, and Keanu, leaving only the final four to battle for the $750,000 prize. Whether you're a hardcore Ravenclaw yourself or identify with another house, this magical sorting proves that Big Brother 27 delivered the perfect mix of intelligence, loyalty, courage, and cunning that makes for unforgettable reality television. The sorting hat has spoken, and this season will go down as one of the most magically messy in Big Brother history.